Welcome to Local Media 247 Midweek News. The headlines: Boko Haram attacks Borno community. Senate denies Senator Natasha's resumption request despite expiration of a 6-month suspension. Bandits kill 5 soldiers, 10 villagers in Zamfara ambush. Nigeria failed to secure 3 points in yesterday's 2026 World Cup qualifier. National grid collapses again. INEC recognizes David Mark-led ADC leadership. Russia strikes Ukrainian government building for first time in largest air attack of war. NATO shoots down Russian drones in Polish airspace, accusing Moscow of being absolutely reckless. And finally, gold and Bitcoin updates. Now the news in detail. At least 63 people, including 5 soldiers, have been killed in Boko Haram attack on Darajama, a community in Bama local government area of Borno State that just recently resettled. The terrorists reportedly stormed the community late Friday night around 10 p.m. on motorcycles, opening fire on residents and burning houses, shops, and vehicles. Survivors said the attackers operated for several hours before military reinforcement arrived. A local resident who pleaded anonymity told The Punch 5 soldiers were killed, but I am certain that those killed are up to 56 in the attack. Many houses were also burnt down, including buses. Another source revealed that 6 construction laborers who were not residents of the community were also among the victims. Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum, who visited Darajamal on Saturday evening, described the incident as very sad and confirmed the casualty figures. President Bola Tinubu has directed the armed forces to review ongoing security operations, including the deployment of advanced military hardware and surveillance equipment to eliminate terrorist groups across the country. Vice President Kashim Shettima also expressed deep condolences to the government and people of Borno State over the terrorist attack that claimed 63 lives in Darajama. And Senate on Natasha. The National Assembly has explained why Senator Natasha cannot yet return to legislative duties despite expiration of her 6-month suspension. Senator Natasha, who represents Kogi Central, was suspended by the Senate on March 6 over alleged misconduct. On September 4, she wrote to the clerk of the National Assembly, Komoru Ogunlana, notifying him of her plan to resume. However, the letter was responded to by the acting clerk of the National Assembly, Dr. Yahaya Danzaria. In the reply by the acting clerk, Danzaria stated that the senator cannot resume legislative activities while her pending appeal against a federal high court judgment, which found her guilty of contempt of court, remains before the Court of Appeal, Abuja Division. He continued that the matter therefore remains sub judice, and until the judicial process is concluded and the Senate formally reviews the suspension in the light of the court's pronouncements, no administrative action can be taken to facilitate her resumption. He further assured the senator that she will be duly notified on the Senate's decision on the matter as soon as it is resolved. How bandits kill 5 soldiers, 10 villagers in Zamfara ambush. Armed bandits have reportedly killed 5 soldiers and 10 villagers, all traders from Lilo village under Mada district of Gasol local government area, Zamfara state. The attack, which occurred on Monday along the Lilo-Gulba road, happened when troops were escorting traders to Gasol market. Eyewitnesses said the assailants, who had laid an ambush, suddenly opened fire on the convoy. Community representatives from Lilo, speaking at the Nigeria Union of Journalists Press Center in Gasol today, described the incident as a devastating blow to the area. They also appealed to the government authorities to address security and infrastructural challenges affecting the community. Mohammed, spokesperson for Lilo and surrounding villages, confirmed that 10 villagers were killed in the attack, alongside 5 soldiers. And on the 2026 World Cup qualifier updates, Super Eagles of Nigeria had a 1-1 draw with South Africa in yesterday's game, reducing the Super Eagles' chances in the World Cup. As it stands, South Africa currently have 17 points from 8 games, 6 points clear of Nigeria, who have 11 points from the same number of matches played. To have a realistic chance of qualifying, Nigeria need to finish in the top 2 in Group C by winning their remaining matches against Lesotho and Benin Republic, and also hope others in the group drop points to have a shot at World Cup qualification. National grid collapse. The national grid has collapsed again. The megawatt generated dropped from 2,917.83 megawatt to 1.5 megawatt between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. today, Wednesday. Shortly after the collapse, the Nigerian National Grid, an ex-handle that provides updates on electric power distribution, announced that system restoration is in progress. The Independent National Electoral Commission on Wednesday officially recognized the David Mark-led leadership of the African Democratic Congress, ADC. The development followed a period of internal restructuring within the party, which culminated in the emergence of new national officers aimed at repositioning the ADC ahead of future electoral contests. Alongside Mark, other principal officers now officially acknowledged by INEC include Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola as National Secretary, Dr. Ibrahim Mani as National Treasurer, Akibu Dalhatu as National Financial Secretary, and Professor Oshemen Aigbadion Oshumbo as National Legal Advisor. With this formal endorsement, the ADC leadership is expected to commence a nationwide reconciliation and mobilization effort as the party seeks to strengthen its presence across the country ahead of the 2027 general election. And on the foreign scene, Russia launched its largest aerial assault of the Ukraine war Saturday night into Sunday, deploying more than 800 drones and striking a government building in Kyiv for the first time. An infant was among at least 2 people killed in drone strikes on several residential buildings in the capital, which was under an air raid siren for 11 hours, Kyiv's city office said. And today, NATO fighter jets shot down multiple Russian drones that violated Polish airspace during an attack on neighboring Ukraine. The military alliance denounced Moscow for absolutely dangerous behavior that ratcheted up tensions to a new level. The operation marked the first time that shots were fired by NATO since the start of the war in Ukraine. Polish and Dutch jets intercepted the drones with assistance from Italian, German, and NATO's multinational forces, officials said. Addressing the Polish parliament, Prime Minister Donald Tusk said that while there was no reason to say that Poland was in a state of war, it was closer to a conflict than any time since World War II. He said the country was facing an enemy that does not hide its hostile intention. Tusk also announced that Poland has invoked Article 4 of NATO, meaning the alliance's main political decision-making body will now meet to discuss the situation and its next steps. Russia Defense Ministry said in a statement that it had carried out a strike against Ukraine overnight. It said that no targets on the territory of Poland were planned for destruction, and that the drones it used in Ukraine have a flight range of no more than 700 kilometers. The Russian Foreign Ministry then said that these specific facts completely debunk the myths repeatedly spread by Poland in order to escalate the Ukrainian crisis further. Finally, gold and Bitcoin updates. Bitcoin has continued to sustain the bullish momentum after a sharp drop from its most recent all-time high of around 124,000 US dollar and is currently trading around 113 to 114,000 US dollar. Gold have also sustained momentum and currently trading at 3,650 US dollar after attaining an all-time high of around 3,674 US dollar yesterday. And that's the midweek news. I am Francis Erenge, Local Media 247.